Welcome to Dogger Sports YouTube channel. Please, if it's your first time, please like, share, subscribe for me. I'm a young guy trying to grow in the sports industry. So as you see me here, I came to analyze the preview matches for the weekend. And Saturday matches are done and dusted. I feel it's the right time for me to come back to review the games for Saturday. Tomorrow, God willing, Barcelona and Co will play. After they are done playing, I will come back to analyze those matches as well. But please, if you are a fan of gambling, you can go to TikTok, search my name, Dogger Sports. If you search on my TikTok, you will find a link in my bio. You will just click on it. It will redirect you to YouTube. To Telegram. You just join my Telegram channel. So that anytime I post the games there, you will get it. So please, if everything is okay and it's fine by you, let's start by analyzing the games. Manchester United started the day with Manchester City in the Manchester Derby. It was a game all pundits, everybody, most of the people expected Man City to win. Especially, bringing the likes of Semenyo into the team. We all knew Manchester United are struggling. They have problems in the team, sacking their manager in the form of Ruben Amorim. Fletcher took the job. It was okay. So we wanted to see what Michael Carrick would do. And boy, oh boy, his first test, he has over-delivered. Manchester United trashed. I am saying trashed because they scored 6 goals. Unfortunately, 4 were disallowed. They were able to beat Manchester City by 2-0. Brian Mbeumo scored the first goal for them right after coming back from the AFCON, assisted by Bruno, whom I said if he's being played at his rightful position in the number 10 role, he will excel. And he did that perfectly well by scoring the ball for Brian Mbeumo for him to score a beautiful goal against Donnarumma. Then Patrick Dogu also scored a beautiful goal that was passed by Matthias Cunha after he came from bench. City struggled. Even Haaland today, the camera was shown on Sir Alex Ferguson more than Haaland on the field of play. So that should show you how poor City were in the game. They didn't play just one shot on target the whole 90 minutes. And in the second half, they didn't play one shot on target. That's how come they started off Haaland and they brought the team they were struggling. They started Haaland and they brought Musaka. Now Musaka, Haaland grants Musaka. So this is a game Manchester United won. They deserved to win, and they did. So it's a good win for Manchester United. That leaves the leg open for us now. Moving on, Chelsea Football Club played Brentford. This is a game I didn't expect Chelsea to keep a clean sheet. Because Brentford, if you look at them, their last 6 games, they've won 6 and drawn 1. No losses. And Chelsea Football Club themselves are struggling. You all know their last game, they lost to Arsenal by 3-2. Before that, they won Charlton. But you know Charlton is a normal game. They were struggling to even win games. Do you get my point? But we all wanted to see what Rosina is. Rosina. But I mean, they have named Rosina. You all wanted to know what Rosina would do. And even he set up in a normal 4-2-3-1 formation. But you could see there were difference in the build-up between Enzo Maresca and Rosina. The difference was with Enzo Maresca, when they are building up, the 3 center-backs, one of either Kuku or Gusto or James will come and partner with the 3 backs. So let's say if it's for fun, let's say today Tosin and Chalobah play. So if it is Tosin Chalobah, maybe James will move. Then Kuku will partner them, especially if they are playing a big game. That the right winger of the team is a stubborn player. They will let Kuku stay back, partner with the 2 center backs, making 3. But if the team is a normal club with a normal right winger, they will rather let Rhys James stay back, especially because of his injury record, so that Cucurella will move to join the number 6. That is either Caicedo, maybe Enzo, or maybe Andre Santos. But with this coach, he will rather let Cucu and Rhys James both go forward. Then Caicedo will rather be in the middle of Tosin and Chalobah. So Caicedo will be the ball carrier. He will start the face of the play. Then you give the ball to Enzo Fernandez. Then Enzo Fernandez will carry the ball to number 10, which is Palmer. So you could see that the build-up of the team has changed, but the same shape has been maintained. So it's still a 4-2-3-1. But this time around, the DM rather joins the defenders to start the build-up. Then the fullbacks will move wide. So that helped Chelsea a lot. But even with that, Chelsea conceded a lot of chances. I don't know. They open up. They don't They don't really sit, but they open up. And Sanchez, after a bad game against Arsenal, he was excellent today. Because why am I saying it? Brentford played 15 shots, 5 of them were on target, and they created 2 big chances. And Sanchez saved all the 5 balls. So you could see that Sanchez was brilliant. He even saved some one-on-one ball in the second half against Shada, and that ball should have scored. But Sanchez was exceptional today. And Tosin, he has been criticized a lot, but today he came to the party. You could see Kopama is still trying to what? Come back from his injury. He's a bit slow. He gives the ball away and all those stuff. But among all, he still managed to score a goal from the penalty spot. And Chelsea had a 2-0 win. And I can say so far, our signings we did in the summer, the best among them is Joao Pedro. You saw that again with a beautiful goal. He had the ball, 1 touch, and it's a goal. So that guy, he has scored 7 goals in the Premier League already. He's playing really well. So it's good for Chelsea, and they needed that win, and they did with a clean sheet. So Chelsea won, Brentford by 2-0. Liverpool Football Club. And as Lord, it's about time I feel he has to leave. Because Burnley is a team, they don't have anything to lose. You are playing home at Anfield against this Burnley side. This is a team you're supposed to beat with ease. So much like you had a penalty in the first half. You just sport the penalty. But Florian Wirtz is now playing where he's on form. He was able to get a goal for Liverpool, step by Curtis Jones, right in the second half. Then, Michael Edios or whatever. He scored a goal, step by Florentino. Then, Liverpool. Then they close the game. When you are watching the ball, you don't see any urgency in Liverpool. They play abysmally. They don't have anything to... The attack, the forward, the fans were even saying attack. The Liverpool was winning the game. I don't think Ancelotti will leave because with especially that Xabi Alonso is at home now. Liverpool would rather give the job to him because it's one of them. He's a former player, he's a legend. So Liverpool probably will sack Ancelotti and give the job to Xabi Alonso. I'll not be surprised. Either Ancelotti or Thomas Frank, one of them will go sooner or later. Speaking of Thomas Frank, West Ham has been struggling for a very long time. About the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium there, I've never seen any team's home ground that is worse than the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. A very bad team. What if you when they go out and they play well, they will lose to so many teams with Chelsea and Washington. I don't know what is wrong with Tottenham. They are a team that they have the materials. You have Xabi Simons, you have Solanke, Kudus, a whole lot, Johnson, Madison, all the sense, you have them, but you are still struggling. They lost to West Ham by 2-1 and Arsenal Football Club. Manchester City are drawing like Protect FC. I understand City are drawing to good sides. Chelsea, Manchester United, it's understandable. This Nottingham Forest, Chelsea went to their home ground to beat them by 3-0. City are dropping points. You're standing 2-0. Just win and open the gap to 9. You're going to play 0-0. See, Ateta, if you don't lose this, if you don't win this league this season, nobody will give you an excuse. Because right now, as I'm talking to you, City has brought on McGay. Because they just signed him, he wasn't fit enough to play the game today. But if he start playing well, he will partner with Ake or Kuzanov. And when City's backline becomes stable again, you know Donnarumma is very good. City will start winning games. Rodri is now playing well. He's back. So Arsenal win the games when City are drawing points. If City starts winning, Asamebao, right now you've drawn to Nottingham Forest. Your next game is against Manchester United. Look at the way Manchester United play today. How do you expect to beat them? Okay, it's at Emirates, so let's see. But you need to win games. But it's 7 points between Arsenal and City. Arsenal has 50 points, City 43. Then I think West Ham will play tomorrow. Aston Villa will play tomorrow. They also have 43. Then Liverpool has 36. Man U has 35. Then Chelsea has 34. So the race for the top 5 now is just 1 point separating those teams. So that's what happened in the Premier League. The rest of the matches, then moving on to what French League. Paris Saint-Germain played yesterday against Lille. They won by 3-0. Against Lille, they won by 3-0. Then the Ballon d'Or man Dembele scored brace before Bakola added 1. As I told you, Lens are playing really well. So Paris Saint-Germain are supposed to win their games and hope Lens drop point at some point in town. But speaking of Lens, they are also not dropping point. Not anytime soon, at least. They've beaten Ore by 1-0. So it's still tight. It's still tight. 1 point between them and Paris Saint-Germain. Marcel is playing. They are currently leading by 2-0 also. So we will see what will happen in the French League. Then moving on to Italian Serie A. I told you guys that Inter will win. If they score you one, you cannot equalize. That's what they did today. They scored Udine by 1-0. Yes, they scored Udine by 1-0. Then Napoli too scored 1-0 against Sassuolo. The goal was scored by Lobotka. But the point gap between Napoli and Inter is becoming widened. I think 6 points between them. Only AC Milan, if they win, they can open a gap to what? They can close the gap to 3. But for now, it's 6 points between Inter and Napoli. And I don't see Inter losing game anytime soon. So it will be extremely difficult for Napoli to win the league. But let's see. Kevin De Bruyne is out. Lukaku is out. Maybe if they come back, things will change for Napoli. Then let's move on to Saudi Arabia. Al Nassr won Al Shabab by 3-2. But the defense of Al Nassr, I think it's about time Oye Jesus switch from or change from that high line. It's not helping them. Inigo Martinez and Simakai, they are conceding goals. Their defenders are, the keepers are bad. Bento and Alakidi, they are all bad. So they have to change to play a normal formation. They led early on in the game by 2-0. Only for Al Shabab to equalize. It was 2-2 before they were able to score again. They won by 3-2 and they've been able to close the gap between them and Al Hilal to 4 points, pending Al Hilal and FC Neon game tomorrow. So if they play and Al Hilal is able to win, the gap will open back to 7 points. But since they've not played yet, currently it's 4 points between Al Nassr and Al Hilal. Ronaldo didn't score. I expected him to score, but he didn't score. Joao Felix too. I think he didn't score. Yes. Then let's move on to Netherlands Eredivisie. Ajax were leading Going Eagles by 2-0, only for them to equalize. The game ended 2-2 all draw. And I was surprised. Is that Akma? Wakoso Rifiami have on 3-1. Is that Akma also lost by 3-1? Then PSV. The league is over. They won Stefan by 2-1. And Ajax that are supposed to compete, they are dropping points anyhow. Feyenoord that are supposed to compete, their last 5 matches, no win. I think 3 losses and 2 draws. So the league, the PSV running away with it. Then Spanish La Liga before you bounce. Real Madrid won Levante by 2-0. Yes. On the paper, if they tell you Madrid won by 2-0, you'll be happy. But no, see, if you watch the game, Madrid are struggling. And their fans are not happy. They are booing them. They are wrestling them. And I even heard Vinicius Junior was crying in the tunnel before they started the match. I don't know why he's crying. If you want to be loved again, please play well. You are not playing well, Vinicius Junior. Against Albacete, see how you are struggling. You played 90 minutes, you couldn't do anything. And today against Levante, I don't know what he did. And see, to the Madrid coaches, I don't know whoever is supposed to make the lineup or whatever. See, those players you are putting them at right wing, they are number 9. Hendrick, because the main reason Hendrick didn't shine, they were playing Hendrick out of position. Is it by force to field Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Junior all in one match? Kylian Mbappe is a left winger. Vinicius Junior is a left winger. So if you want to play Gonzalo Garcia, he's a number 9. Play Mbappe and Gonzalo Garcia with Mastantuono or maybe Rodrigo Guedes. Then allow Vinicius Junior to come from bench. Or you can play Vinicius Junior and Gonzalo Garcia with Mastantuono. Then you allow Kylian Mbappe to come from bench. It's not by force to go and play number 9 as a right winger. Then you'll be struggling. After you bench the player, then the player his development would be wasteful. So the same thing, they did the same thing to Hendrick. And Hendrick's career has been somewhere being nice playing at Leon. You are doing the same thing to Gonzalo Garcia. And a player that was essentially in the club World Cup because of Kylian Mbappe. You are playing a person out of position. If he doesn't score goals, they are complaining. Madrid played bad. They were able to score Levante by 2-0. Kylian Mbappe scored through penalty FC before Ada Gules crossing. How do you call it? Raul Asensio, the new Sergio Ramos, was able to head the ball inside, making Madrid closing the gap to 1 point between themselves and Barcelona. Pending Barcelona's game tomorrow against Real Sociedad, which are a difficult side and are currently unbeaten their last 5 games with 3 wins and 2 draws. So we live to see what will happen tomorrow. Before I sign out, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, it's yours to lose. Win and close the gap to 1. They drew with Gaziantep. Wait, say best boys bet kicking. So that's what happened today. That is okay. Before I go, I've forgotten Nigeria. As I told you guys, I told you they will play third in the AFCON. I thought they would beat Egypt, and they did, but it was on penalties. And I had Salah spot a PK. So Nigeria are third in the AFCON, pending the tomorrow's game between Senegal and the Copenhagen Warriors of Morocco. So guys, Dogger Sports here, this one it is. Better than Meko.